Good morning. Good morning. My name is Dana Lynn. It is April 25th, and this is our WildFlow experience prior to our superfood lifestyle support call. I am delighted to be with you all this morning. I have been exploring on a metaphorical level and a physical level this idea of the pH of our blood and the polarity that exists within us, like in nature, the alkaline on one hand and the acidic on the other. And I've been exploring this relative to our body and how the health of our cells, because our cells, our blood, needs to be at a certain acidity alkalinity balance, which is 7.4, in order for our cells to operate optimally. Now, that's in our blood and likely in our lymph, although I'm not entirely sure about that. But anyway, I won't go down that questioning. But there are certain pockets of our system that require more acidity in order to do its job, such as the stomach. But it has its own balance. And the reason I wanted to bring that up prior to our WildFlow experience is I invite you to begin to explore where in your body you may be gravitating toward one end of a polarity. And so, what do I mean by that? If we have a pain or a discomfort or uh, something we don't like, we get into this emotional state around it. Our emotions come in. A like or a dislike is an emotional state. It's an opinion that creates an emotional state. It's a judgment. It creates a polarity. And so the welcoming in WildFlow is to enter into a state of complete neutrality, this balance between alkaline and acidic, and begin to drop any opinions about what you notice, but really enter into this sacred state of neutral and full observation, and notice in your body and in your life your tendency to create an opinion or step into a polarity. And so, with that short little seed, I welcome you to close your eyes. Receive a deep, long breath. Allowing that breath to shower you with relaxation. Returning that breath to your space and falling in to the observation of your breath. Pulling back from a need to change it, entering into a state of observing it, noticing it. Perhaps allowing any sound to come out as you notice your entire system relaxing into this state of neutrality. Allowing any muscles or joints or even organs to just be. noticing on your breath what that's like. Noticing now if there are any parts of you that are in a strong sense of polarity, where they're always this reminder for you that something is not quite as you desire it to be. Just noticing what that is, where that is. And can you bring just a slight new energy to that space of neutrality? And then from this unattached desire for it to be any different, then begin to move from that space. So exploring that body part, that system, perhaps it's a complex system. In fact, I would say that all parts of us are complex systems. But notice what aspect you choose to see, and then begin to move creatively around it, exploring it with your awareness that is activated by movement. So you're in the practice of completely checking in to your body. We so often, when we have an opinion, check out, avoid it, move away from it, push through it. So I invite you to begin to explore the edges and the connections through movement and awareness. Noticing all the time your thoughts, your sensations around the edges. Can you spend a lot of time in neutrality while experiencing the edge? Full creative expression and exploration. Creating contortions out of your physical body that help you to understand when you're contorting in ways you don't wish to contort outside of your body. Times when you wish you said no, but you said yes. Or you wish you said yes when you said no. In this case, you're in charge of saying yes and no as a practice of listening deeply. Let your breath be an intimate part of the process. Your breath begins to explore places as you contort in ways that it hasn't. Manipulating joints that it isn't familiar with. Notice where your body wants you to be active versus passive. So you can really explore edges when you contract and strengthen one area while the other opposite area relaxes. This is another part of the polarity. There are agonists and protagonists all around your body, muscles that have to relax in order for one to contract. Muscles that have to be strong and others that have to be looser. Your body understands the perfect balance. Can you find a particular position that feels really informative and then spend some quiet stillness there, where all you have is your breath and your awareness? exploring stillness through your breath, which makes it not very still at all, but it's a subtlety that we don't often give space to. You may begin to discover memories of injuries where the body has created some protection around an injury. Sometimes you may find when you move a certain joint, you get snapping or cracking in bones that are very far from that joint. It's a wonderful observation of our connectedness. That a shoulder is never isolated, it's deeply connected to our sacrum. Through these fascial highways that run all through us. In mysterious patterns and connections. but it requires deep observation to feel the connections through your body and to honor them and explore them. There may also be an opportunity to explore in your day-to-day world how that same body part is affected by a thought or an experience. Oh, I notice when I worry about this tightens up. When I have this thought, then I contract here and feel tight here. It requires deep observation. For me, this is what it's like to bring any kind of movement practice into your life. It doesn't really begin or become a tool to you, for you, until you learn how to use it. So begin to bring your body to stillness, back to your original space. Take a moment to notice what feels different or awake or alive or fully present. Take another moment to thank your body. For without it, you would not be having this human experience. Thank it for all the wisdom it holds, the wisdom of nature that becomes your responsibility. Deeply grateful for this time together. Be well.